YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph, and we're back with another video today, man. So today's topic, we'll be talking about Django Unchained. Steph, what do you mean by that? Why are we talking about Django Unchained? So, Django Unchained, it came out back in like 2016. Hold on, let me fact check. Nah, that bitch came out in 2012. For real? The fuck? I feel so old. God damn. Yeah, y'all, that shit got me feeling old as fuck. That's crazy. But back to the video. So, Django was an enslaved god. So, him and some more slaves, they was walking, I'm guessing, to another plantation because it was like real cold and shit. But like, they didn't have any shoes on. They literally just had like a piece of cloth that covered them. While the people that was guarding them, like they'll shoot them if they was to try to run off, but they can't just really run off because they in chains. So it's like, how can you run off if you in chains? So they came across this guy named Dr. Schultz, and Dr. Schultz and Django ended up getting close, like throughout the movie and shit. So Dr. Schultz basically told the two guardmen of the slaves that I guess they had just bought them at like an auction or something, or from another, master or some shit like that. So he was trying to buy Django. He was like, I want Django. And basically they was telling him like, hell no, like, we just guarding them, bro. Like, we're bringing them somewhere else. Like, they not for sale. Like, you could tell because they had just been bought, shit like that. And then, even though it didn't physically show like that scene of them being bought or some shit like that, but it showed them like shackled up and chained and shit. That's where they get that from prison and shit, shackling you up and chains. Basically, they're telling you, once you hit the prison system, they basically go play in your face every day and be like, you're a slave, and you don't even know it. You feel like an animal in jail, but you don't really know you really a slave, nigga. You got people in jail. I'm going off topic a little bit. You got people in jail making probably $100, $200 a month, and they really make that shit stretch because they learn how to strategize and preserve food and shit. Back to the story though. So basically, they were like, hell no, we ain't selling you Django. So Dr. Schultz basically killed both of them niggas. And basically he was like, he basically gave Django a proposition because Django already had like an agenda that he was trying to do. That's why he didn't really fight them back or no shit like that. Like, basically Dr. Schultz gave Django hope. And he basically gave Django the proposition, like, I can help you become a free man. Like, I can help you not be a slave anymore. Who the fuck, back then, in that time, who the fuck gonna turn that down? I can help you get your free papers. To the point to where if a white person come up to you on some weird shit, you can show them these papers and they can't do shit to you. Literally. Even though they probably still would because that's how vengeful and hateful they are and shit like that. And then they'll be cool with, like, the law enforcement and shit like that. And sometimes the law enforcement be in on it. And sometimes they just be like a fuck nigga and do whatever this person that they call a friend asking them to do. Turn the other cheek, look the other way on some shit. Bribing them and shit. So basically, bro, Django whole plan is to get his wife back. Like, that's what he's initially trying to do, is get his wife back. Her name is Hilda, something like that. Kerry Washington scandal played her. So Django, he got to go through these different like things with Dr. Schultz and shit like that because Dr. Schultz really a bounty hunter, but he sells it like he's like a dentist on some shit. It's a alias basically. The whole time you on the whole time you on a whole nother type of time that they don't even think that you're on because how you're going to present yourself. You're going to present yourself to them like you're a fucking doctor. What the fuck you think they gonna do? They gonna get to thinking, what the fuck is a doctor doing out here? Or what the fuck is a doctor doing over here? And by the time they look back at him, he already got gun pointed at them for the smoke they had. So that's kind of how he kind of sold the illusion to people like, yeah, I'm a doctor. But no, that's just really my alias. I'm really a bounty hunter. So they went to these different plantations and shit looking for Hilda. And they finally found her. They found her at Mr. Candy. Mr. Candy, who was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. He's one of my favorite actors. Yeah. He basically bought Hilda, and Dr. Schultz basically told Django that he was gonna try to buy her for him because Django just trying to go buy her. It's not gonna work because you really think a white massa wanna do business with a free black man, bro? If anything, if they gonna do business with you, bro, and you actually like around them doing what you trying to do, they gonna learn what you doing, and they gonna take what you doing and use it against you, like they've been doing to us basically for all time. But Mr. Candy had this dude boy. He's basically a house nigga. House nigga is basically the nigga. He's basically like a, at work how you got a trustee or a work pet, people that stay up on them, like your supervisor or like your manager or the top basically the top person in the building. They try to stay under them to stay on their good side, so when they do little bullshit, they shit get overlooked. So basically, bro, and the character that I'm talking about fuck, what is his name? Cause Samuel L. Jackson plays him. His name is Stephen. I hate that shit so close to my fucking name. Oh my god. But yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's name in the movie Django is Stephen. Stephen is the house nigga. He basically he's that nigga. He's gonna go snitch on the other slaves because he's like the trustee and slave to where Calvin, he's been like Steven, he's been on that plantation with Calvin Candy, who is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's been on that plantation since he was a kid. So basically back when Steven was like in his 30s, he was there and Calvin was just being born. So when Calvin get up in age to like 30, 40s, Steven like 60, 70. So Calvin, he was like, I'm gonna let Steven be the trusty slave because this is the person I've been knowing the longest type shit. Like, he literally was here when I was born. So who not best to be the house nigga? And then you don't have to do too much. Like, Steven still has to do work in the house and shit like that, but he doesn't have to do back-breaking work like go work in a fucking cotton field or basically like working the cotton field or what else did I have to say? Building shit outside that really works your fucking body. Shit that like is like the work that you're doing is basically a workout. So you'd rather not do that and be a house nigga. That's in Steven. I'm not saying that's a good thing, because I'm gonna be real. I would rather be with the niggas outside. I know I'm light skinned. I'm really bright. I'm really a like type of caramel type, like that color. That's the type of color I am. But I would rather be out there with them niggas than being this nigga. Because it's like now you're sucking Master's dick to stay on his good side. And that shit is weird, bro. Like dead ass weird. So they get over there. First, this is what Dr. Schultz leads them with. Dr. Schultz leads, he leads, like once he make it to Calvin Candy's property, he basically leads with, I want to buy one of your fighting slaves. But then he figured out that they really came for Hildy because of Steven. Because Steven is the nosy type of nigga. Like, he pay attention to everything. Like, he just a pay attention ass nigga. Like, he looking for shit that'll hurt Calvin because they got this type of bond to the point where, like, even if Steven has to betray his people to, like, do right by Calvin, he gonna do that because Calvin looked out for him. But nigga, Calvin didn't look out for you until he was grown, bro. Like, nigga, Calvin didn't look out for you until his dad died and he took over the whole thing. You didn't have no power, guys. You didn't have no type of leeway. You didn't have no leverage. The only leverage that you really had, Steven, the only leverage that he really had was that he had been there for so many fucking years. Like over 40 years of working on the plantation. So they at dinner and they're sitting around and Calvin Kennedy, he brings out this skull of an old slave that he had. The slave name was Ben, old Ben. So at the back of the skull, it's like a butterfly, but like it's either on that back part, like at the base of your skull, like back here. It's like indents, like imperfections. So like it's not smooth, like it's kind of like it's like a dimple, like you see how my shit. So it's like a dimple in the back of your fucking base of your fucking skull. Them dimples, like they play a part with your brain and shit to the point where you have compassion for people. And what Calvin was trying to tell people, what he was trying to tell Django and Dr. Schultz, he was trying to tell them that black people have more compassion than them. And he's saying that because we never stood up to the slave masters. That's why he even brought it up, because he said these imperfections give y'all compassion enough to the point to where a person can be doing you so wrong and you would just still have faith that one day that they'll figure it out. That's basically what he's saying. So basically what he's saying, they're more ruthless and savage, like more savage than us back then. Cause it wasn't many of them that was trying to escape. Like, bro, you had Harriet Tubman. She was trying to get people like, bro, she was trying to get damn near everybody to come up north. Well, everybody didn't want to go, food, nigga. She had to leave her sister because her sister was too afraid to run away, bro. And they used to, with the whole like running away shit, they used to use like their hair to like for patterns and shit. And they used to follow the stars. But yeah, bro, they end up he ended up slamming his hand down on the thing. He ended up like cutting his, it either went through his hand or he ended up cutting the shit out of himself to where he was leaking real bad. And he was trying to make a point. And he basically was on some, I'm not selling her to you. Like, nigga, fuck y'all. Y'all get the fuck out my crib. Like, he just wanted to plant that seed in Django head on some shit. In Django and Dr. Schultz's head. Because he like, that's the psychology that he broke down. Well, the biology that he broke down from well, not the anatomy that he broke down from like studying like the brain, like the skull and shit. So we got impressions in the back of our skull to where they look like dimples, to the point to where they look kind of pushed in, and that help us with our compassion for people. And you wonder why, like I just said, you wonder why some people have so much love for a person that keep doing them wrong until they had enough. It takes for a person to have enough. They can give you so many chances, fool, until the point they just tired. Like, they just tired of you playing with them, bro. Friendship, relationship, all this shit. All this shit. So, and that intrigued me to do a video on. I gotta do a video on that. That shit, that sound too motherfucking crazy. But yeah, fool, like, I believe that shit though. Like, we have indents in our fucking, at the base of our skull in the back. And like that's connected to like our compassion emotion. It's like the brain and that bone back there, it's like they touch to the point to where like they make you feel a way when shit going on. Because that's why I be telling people, like, I'm a real empath. So I feel shit deeper than others. Like, I can't really be around people like that. Like, I don't go to clubs, none of that shit. I can go to like a little restaurant or something, but really, bro, I'm not gonna be in there long. I'm gonna eat my food and probably drink a little cocktail or some shit, or take a shot or some shit. And I'm finna go and get the fuck on, because I don't like being around a lot of people, bro. I really don't. But yeah, bro, I really don't. It just shows you like the difference between us and, cause I'm gonna be wrong. You have some of them that are compassion like us. Like, you do have that, because I've been telling y'all in my old videos. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them do have souls, to the point to where like they're not totally heartless. They're not hella savage unless you just make them. You ever heard that term? A person can be a beast, but you won't know until you piss them off? Yeah, nigga, that's what I'm kind of hinting towards. Because like you wonder like why people piss people off. Cause it's the spite, it's the toxicity. People like being toxic. People like doing shit out of spite. But yeah, bro, Django, he ended up getting Hildy back, and he ended up getting Hildy back. They rolled off in the sunset. Dr. Schultz died though. That hurt. Calvin died. I think Steven died too. Yeah, cause they got like a shootout on some shit in his house and shit. And Calvin, he ended up getting hit right in the heart. Like, cause he had, I remember him having like a little flower right here. It's like a like decoration, some shit like that on his suit, cause he used to wear like suits and shit. And that's where the bullet went. It went right through his heart. And Steven was there to console him and shit like that before he like left and shit like that. And it shows you like Steven is the perfect example. Like, nigga, you the type of nigga, you let this shit go on. Like, you don't try to fight back. Like, you just deal with it. And why would you? Why you want to deal with it? You shouldn't want to. That shit lame as hell. Why we all can't have our own houses and acres of land and our own women, bro? Why you want my old lady? Why you want to sneak into the cabinet in the middle of the night and fuck on my old lady? Rape my old lady. Like, bro, y'all don't, bro, I don't think y'all understand how severe that shit was back in the day. Like, that shit was so severe. To the point, like, they was whipping the shit out, cuz. Like, I know you probably, God is, my elders, I know you probably heard that they used to beat our ass back in the day. Bro, they used to. I don't see how them niggas healed up back in the day. And them niggas used to heal up, too. So it's like, that's how you know our bodies, like, bro, our body's a machine, gang. Like, this shit is fascinating. Like, your body clock, this shit is fascinating, bro. Like, the way you heal, like, it's mesmerizing. But yeah, y'all, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about, though. And, like I told y'all, Django, he ended up riding out with Hildy in the sunset and shit like that. And they end up living happily ever after. Because they didn't have to deal with them niggas no more. Because them niggas moved far away, like, because the house ended up burning down at the end. And, like, Django, he kind of, like, he wasn't, like, cold-hearted. Like, he felt the way about Dr. Schultz dying. He did. But he never forgot his mission that he was trying to do. He wanted his wife back. That's all he really was trying to do. He didn't give a fuck about nothing else. He was trying to get Hildy back. Hildy, bro. That's all he was trying to do. But yeah, he accomplished his dream, and I mean not his dream, but he accomplished his goal, and I'm proud of that guy. Even though it was just a movie, I'm just saying like the whole storyline. Like he succeeded in the end. He didn't fail. He didn't come up short. So, and even if you do, it ain't shit to get up and try again. You fall, shit, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. Nigga, this is life. Nigga, this shit is a game for real. You just gotta know how to play this shit. This stuff, I'm gone. I love y'all. Ashe 1. I love you, Source. Free Rashad Jamal. Gone.